Yes, good evening, guys. Thank you so much. For those guys who don't know me, I'm a teacher also. And in the every social media platform today, teachers are crying. Teachers are complaining. After the salary came in some minutes ago, teachers are crying. Every platform, kuanzia Telegram, Facebook, nini nini, wanasema kimewaramba. But Ruto, why are you doing this? For real, why are you doing this to teachers? Why? Okay, this is what happened. The president said that he's going to increase the salary of teachers between 7% to 10%. Yeah. Then came in Nat, around 2 weeks later. Nat came in, Kupet came in. Kupet, these are the unions of teachers. Then they went to the Teacher Service Commission. It was a Monday. Then TSC told them they have an offer of 2.5% margin salary increment. Wakakata. Then they met the last Monday now. Then they had an agreement that we are going to increase the salary of teachers by 9.5%. Margin 9.5%. Then wakaleta shida ingine yenye Ruto hakusema. Ruto did not say that we spread it in 2 years. Surely, where is that coming from? Where is spreading to 2 years coming from? Surely. Then, so 9.5 come in. 9.5 spread in 2 years. Divide by 2. That comes to what? 4.75. Then uondoe 1.5. Yes, house levy inakuja ngapi? 3.25. Haya, bei na kungoza. Ikukate kitu kama 300 ama 200. Utabaki na ngapi? 1,000 ama 900 depending on your salary. Imagine DCB has been signed. So another negotiations is going to take place in the next around 2 years or 3 years. Let me remind you guys, there have been no salary increments. This is around 2016, 2017 hapo. No, hakuna, kujai kuwa nayo. Hata kujai kuwa na CBA, hata kujai kuwa na promotion of teachers. There's a message I want to put across. I want you to get me as a teacher. Or if you have a friend who is a teacher, forward this video to him or her. If you are aspiring to be a teacher, kindly listen to me very well about the salary of teachers. What is usually happens. So this increment, yenye imetangazwa kwa magazeti zote, kwa social media, that teachers are going to smile all the way to the bank. Teachers are earn big from Ruto's promises. Teachers are wavuna kutoka kwa Ruto, wavuna kutoka kwa Zakayo. That is not the case. So increment hapo ni 1,000. Na hiyo increment imekuwa tu hapo. Hiyo ni hata ni month ni year increment. Hakuna kitu kama CBA hapo. Hakuna kitu. So some of the questions we are asking as teachers. So was this Ruto increment or the Kupet and the NAT increment? Why spread it into 2 years? The president said they are going to increase the salary of teachers between 9 to 10. Where did this negotiation come in? Where did this thing called negotiations come in again? Because the president is the overall said, I'm going to increase the salary of teachers from between 7 to 10%. That is it. There was nothing like negotiations. Wait, so where did these negotiations come in from? And say that now we are going to spread into 2 years. Where did it come from? That's my first question. 2, does it mean that you cannot increase the salary of teachers for more than 10% and you put in 1 year? Let's say 20% is a reasonable amount. 20%. At least you can get around 5,000 in your account. But 1,000 increment, can it match the high cost of living, the inflation that is in the country? Can it? Sukari saini pesa ngapi? Look at it. It's very sad. Let me tell you, Ruto, you need to talk to teachers. You need to help teachers sometimes, or leave it. Also to Kupet and NAT, kindly leave us. Kupet, kindly fungua ile kitu ya kutoka. We left kwa payslip, we left kupet. It's better we be unionless. We know that now we are unionless. Let us struggle with our life. Yes, let's just struggle, because there was nothing like negotiations. Negotiation mmekimbia tu hapo ili mkuje mweke yenu ati negotiations levy something, tena mtukate atalafu mkule na mnakata agents fee, mnakata kila mwezi around 1000 na yenyewe mnachukua, but there's nothing you did. To my fellow teachers, I want you to listen to me. You cannot be rich by depending on salary. I said here once in my channel that I don't like complaining. I will also ask you not to complain. Don't complain. While others are in your staff room are complaining, don't complain. Just be sober in your mind and think. Be aware that you cannot be rich. You cannot match your fellow guys in civil servants. Our friends that we studied in campus went to the other fields. You cannot match them by crying about the salary. Never. We have been enslaved by loans. We have been enslaved in circles that you are saving, but that you are unable to move. But is a way. You have to think outside the box now. One reason why you cannot be rich by depending on salary of teachers is that we earn low. The low income, that money will not be able to pay for our bills fully. A salary of 40,000 at this time is not easy to meet our needs fully. You should be aware that way. Be aware that salary is low, especially those teachers who are getting employed now. Be aware that salary, your pesa, sio haitoshi. It cannot reach all your needs. So you need to start thinking of a side hustle. Number two, that you are supposed to be aware that nowadays teaching of students or of kids, you are married, you have children. The teaching or the education of your children, or nowadays teaching a person, is very expensive. It's not like kitambo. Nowadays it's very expensive. That's why unapatanga una do. It's because salary ni kidogo, na hata teaching of your kids ni very expensive. You have taken our kids to private schools, which are very expensive. Yeah, a kid paying around 20,000 in a term, 15,000, and ako primary. So unashangaa kwa nini mbaya na mimi? It's because of the education nowadays in the country is very expensive. Another reason that you're supposed to know is that we have inflation. Inflation, the high cost of living is very high nowadays. So our increment, our salary cannot meet those needs. So that's why it's very hard for you to think of being rich. Thinking of being rich, or depending on salary to be rich. Another thing that is making teaching to be very hard, that can't help, is limited growth. You can't grow as a teacher. That is it. Look at how many principals we have in the country. For you to say that you are now in a position that you can get some funds and be rich, is being a principal. How many principals do you have in the country? Yeah? How does promotion happen? Since I joined teaching, I think this is the first time the president has said that we are going to for promotion, for interviews. Why? All that I imagine, almost 10 years now. Then, hey, is a promotion in 36,000. 36,000 in the whole country. Here, C3. And hey, how many teachers are in C3? Almost 200,000. Yeah. 200,000. They are going to compete for that 6,000 slots. For you to be added around 5,000, around 2,000 or 3,000 only. So you should be aware that there's limited growth among teaching, very limited. You cannot easily grow. Another thing that you are supposed to know that teaching has issues is that teaching our salary increment cannot reach our needs. You should be aware about that. That increment cannot help you. That's why you need a side hustle. Why do you need a side hustle? Teachers, you need side hustles. Think about it. Look at that staff room. I know you guys will fear taking risks. You fear taking a risk. Walimu mnaogopa sana kuchukua risk ya kuanza biashara. Naogopa sana kuanza biashara. Lakini hebu nataka uangalie kidogo. Angalia staff room. Angalia staff room yenye unakaa. Angalia walimu kama mko 20 hivi. 20 teachers. Angalia mwalimu mwenye ako na side hustle na wale wenye hawana. Just angalia. Who is looking better? Who is better? Who meets his bills easily? Nani huwa ashughulika salary imeingia? Ni nani? Ni yule mwenye ako na side hustle. So why can't you also risk and join that side hustle? So that you can occupy your mind. You can be more creative. You can have cash. You can have freedom, financial freedom. So that you can be able to settle some bills without waiting for salary. That one is very essential. Take a risk and start a business or start a side hustle. You realize that even if you do your masters, no salary increment, imagine. Unless you get an opportunity and go to be a director of education somewhere else. But it's not easy. You cannot be added a salary. By the way, ukifanya masters ni ngumu sana ongezwe mshahara. By the way, huwezi ongezwa unless you are promoted to a next level. Imagine doing all masters na kuna kuongezwa mshahara. So you need a side hustle. Think very much. Look outside the box, and I'm very sure you're going to start a business or do something else, a side hustle that can help you. God bless.